Golo Pilz. You're from the Brahma Kumaris Centre. Could you explain to me what it is that you're doing here?
At the COP?
At the COP. Why have you come here?
Well, we are working since many years in renewable energies, and beside that we are also teaching meditation. So we're trying to combine those two activities and show the people, if you really want to make this earth a better place, you have not only to make use of renewable energy technologies or create strategy papers or this and that. You have to change also yourself, and you have to change your consciousness and awareness.
Okay, well, let's hold that thought a moment. But explain to me, do you actually build renewable energy technologies?
Yes, about 17 years ago, we started to introduce renewable energies at the institution in Mount Abu, Rajasthan, at the headquarters. And we started to bring some small solar gadgets like photovoltaic cells and a small toy which was driving on the courtyard. And everybody was very much impressed. And then from that point onwards, we started to introduce solar steam cooking systems. And we started to introduce photovoltaic systems and also wind generator systems. And we brought some of the technology from abroad and modified it to the Indian circumstances, and it became a success story. Nowadays we are cooking 35,000 meals a day, and our systems are running since the last 15 years very successful. And at present we're trying to set up a 1 megawatt solar thermal power station, where we have applied for funding also to the Indian government and to the German government.
And at what stage do you factor meditation and belief systems into all this?
Well, renewable energy has to function. So there you have to factor physics and science and optics and technology into that. But naturally, I myself also meditate since 25 years. So I try to see such a project also as part of the journey, as part of my personal journey to become a better person. And I try also to execute the project in a very peaceful manner. Like if something is not working properly or it takes a bit longer with the funding, I'm not getting upset or I don't lose hope. So meditation actually helps me to focus more on the project and have a good stamina to execute such a project, even if the circumstances are sometimes a bit difficult.
I think we could all learn from that. Have you got any examples of problems that your staff have faced that they've overcome with a little bit of meditation?
Well, basically renewable energy is a new subject, and everybody's used to use conventional fuels. So first of all, when you introduce renewable energy, the idea is new to so many people, and first of all you have to lobby a bit to make use of such gadgets. In the beginning also, usually renewable energy unfortunately is more costly. Usually photovoltaic electricity is 3 to 4 times more costly. It's not at grid parity at the moment. Solar thermal power is also not at grid parity at the moment. And so you have to lobby a bit to pave the way for this development. In addition, you have to overcome also the funding problems. We worked a lot with the German government, with the Indian government, with the Australian government, and the funding activity and the application activity always stretches sometimes for years in the project. And you need really focus and you really the long vision to really follow that always up. So funding is a bit of an issue, that we can say. And naturally in India in summer it gets very, very hot. So sometimes the nature itself is an obstacle. When it gets 40 plus, 45, 48 degrees, and then work in the open, it can be very tough.
I'm interested in what you're saying, particularly in what you're saying about funding. Yeah, because funding is a problem for everybody, especially in this day and age with the recession and
Yes.
No access to money. I would be very intrigued to learn more about how you think that your spiritual approach can result in rewards.
Well, funding is almost an activity on its own. You need actually one person who only goes, keeps liaison, goes to the organization which provide funding for renewable energy, and you always have to be very accurate in your project applications and proposals. Nowadays, anybody who gives you money, he wants a very accurate description how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, how you're going to execute it. So the paperwork beforehand is huge. So you really have to sit together with a team and work it all out, and it has to be sound. So therefore also good concentration is required, peace of mind is required, focus is required, and patience is required. I like to be fast, and in the renewable energy I learned to be patient and not lose hope, even if they say this year we don't have money, you try again next year, which also happened already.
What would you say then about the negotiations?
Well, we from the Brahma Kumaris, we have set up a green team, and we have been at the COP conference also, and all experienced a bit the big hopes in the beginning, and then naturally at the end the result was really not that great, we can say. So what we are here is we are trying to give hope to the people and inspire to the people and say, see, there may be some problems at the moment, but after all we are all we are one world, and we are all people on one world, so we have to live together and we have to make this world a better place. So there's literally no option that then creating unity, creating common goals and work to that goals together. So we all feel this is a step where people from all walks of life come together, and we try to tell them, see, if consciousness change and your awareness change, your activities will have more impact. It's not only the question to produce papers and give speeches and conferences and all that. They have to be backed up also by an inner change, because ultimately the world is to a certain extent a reflection of our inside. So if we want to clean up the world outside, we have to clean up the self and become also peaceful, relaxed, tolerant. Then the world will also become a better place. So that's where we try to build a bridge and inspire people.
And where do you get your belief that you're going to be able to do that?
Well, we are yogis, we are meditators since 25 years, and in the depth of meditation you have such kind of experience which strengthen your belief system, because they're personal experiences. If you go in deep meditation, if you go in inner silence, you will experience yourself as a being, as a positive being, original positive being, as a being of light, and you understand that by positivity and by expressing that and by radiating that, you slowly change everything around.
Well, I very much hope you've got a huge delegation here.
Okay.
Because we need a lot of positivity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, Golo.
Thanks.